Hello students, today we are going to take the second part of the chapter acid, bases and salt. As previously we have studied about what is acid, what is base and what are salts. So today in this slide we will be studying regarding the further properties of acid, bases and salts. So this is the basic difference between acid, bases and salt. What is the basic difference between acid, bases and salt? This you have to keep in your mind. This is very useful thing. First, acids are always sour in taste. Whenever the physical property of an acid comes, keep in your mind that acids are sour in taste. So bases are bitter in taste and slippery in touch, like a soap. They are slippery in touch. Second is, all acids are soluble in water. If we dissolve acid in the water, they are soluble and also conduct electricity, means they are capable of conducting electricity. But not all bases are not soluble, and the bases which are soluble are considered as a alkali, so they also conduct electricity. Okay, next, the acids always produce hydrogen. As I have told you in a previous slide, that acid when dissociate or break down, they form H positive ion, while base forms OH negative ion. Okay, the number of replaceable hydrogen atom in the acid is called its basicity. Number of hydrogen ions which can be replaced in acids can be considered as its basicity, while replacement of OH negative ions, it is considered as its acidity. Okay, and the last is, acid react with base to produce salt and water. Always keep this in your mind. Whenever acid react with water, it will produce, acid react with base, it will produce salt and water, while base soluble react with acid. If base solution reacts with acid, it produce salt and water. Okay, so whenever acid and base react, they form salt and water. Now, coming to the acid and base, we used to check. How we will check? So there is a known as pH scale, due to which we will understand how much thing is acidic, how much substance is basic, means how much strength as an acid it is having and how much strength as a base a compound is having. So that is known as pH. pH full form is power of hydrogen, means strength of an acid and base. The scale varies from 1 to 14, means there is a scale like we have a ruler in our home. Similarly, it is also having a notation from, that is 0 to 1 to 40, and we take as a center as a 7. If anything is more than 7, like 8, 9, 10, 11, that means it is more base. If it is less than 7, then it is more acidic, means if the compound's value comes below 7, means 1 to 7, it will be considered as a acid. If its value comes between 7 to 14, means it's a base. So if the value is 6, that means it's acidic. But if the other compound is, its value is 4, the number 4 value is more acidic than the number 6. Accordingly with the base as well. So acid and base both are considered on the basis of what is the value or what is the amount of power of hydrogen they are having. Okay, so now we are having next slide. That is, in this you can clearly see, this is a ruler. I told you 1 to 0 to 7. 7 is green. Okay, so 7 is green, means it is not acid nor it is base. If we go towards 6, 5, 4, means we are moving towards acid. So if the color of the litmus paper we use to check whether it is acid or base comes red, that means too much acidic. If it is pink, there is a pH paper in which these colors used to come. If the solution, if we put solution, we have a paper strip. If we put some color or solution over it and its color changes to red, that means too much acidic. If it comes to pink, then less acidic. If it comes to yellow, that means much more less acidic. And if it comes blue, indigo or violet, that means it is more basic or alkaline. So basically this ruler tells us about the how much things are basic and acidic. Okay, now we will be having some application of acid base neutralization. Means in a daily life there are a lot of examples by which we can understand what is acidic, what is basic, okay, and how these affect our life in our daily life. So first we come from acidity in stomach. Whenever you eat too much of oily food, what happens, your chest start burning, है ना, चेस्ट में जलन होने लगती है, उसको बोलते हैं एसिडिटी. तो हम लोग क्या, व्हाट वी यूज टू डू, वी यूज टू ड्रिंक इनो. In a 6 seconds we get free from the acidity. So eno drink. So what happens when you feel acidity, that means acid is too much increasing inside your stomach. And what is eno? Eno is a base. So when we drink base, so base from the eno and acid in the stomach mix together and forms two things. What are those two things? Salt and water, due to which amount of acid get reduced inside the stomach, and we feel that our body is getting relief from the burning of it. So it is an impact of the acid and base. Okay, so acid and base are there in our daily life. Let's take the second example. It is antidotes for sting. Whenever any ant or an insect bites us, we used to have a serious stinky pain into it. Pain hota hai. Why so? Because that insect secrete acid inside the body, due to which it burns, and we use medicine which is having base which cures it. So this is also implement of acid and base. Now next, toothpaste. Daily we used to brush our teeth, daily, in the morning and the evening too. So what is the paste is having with it? Paste is a base, or this base we can also use in a insect sting, because it's a base, because it neutralizes. So whatever we do when we brush our teeth with the help of paste, paste is a base. It used to mix with the acid produced by the germs inside our teeth. So what it convert into? Acid base mixed together to form salt and water. So it neutralizes the acid inside the mouth, due to which our teeth or our tooth become safe from the decaying. If we do not brush or do not use this toothpaste, what will happen? Our tooth will decay. Same with the saliva. We have a saliva in our mouth. It is also a basic in nature. It is a base. It also cures our mouth. We can say it makes our mouth so that our mouth remain free from lot of germs, and it do not stink. So sometimes mouth stinks na, it's just because of less saliva in the mouth and we do not brush properly. Okay, so this is that. Now salt. I told you, when we mix acid and base together, it will form salt. This reaction is known as, when we mix acid and base together, such reactions are known as neutralization reaction. Acid and base react, form salt and water. The most common salt to us is sodium chloride. Common salt जो घर में use करते हैं in we can say in vegetables and all, in dishes. Okay, that is a common salt. Now comes to hydrated salt. We have studied common salt. Now hydrated salt. Hydrated salt means a salt from which we have taken out the moisture, or water has been taken out, so that it may convert into crystals form. So that sort of salt is known as hydrated salt. It is having such water molecule. It is having a little bit of water into it left. So such water molecule is known as water of crystallization. So this is all for the day. Today we have studied about the difference between acid and bases. We have studied about the salt. We have studied about the pH scale, and the most important thing is we have studied about the daily implication of acid and bases. That's all for the day. Thank you very much.